Want to learn the fastest way to cut cast iron pipe? Find out how, coming up next. What's going on, guys? Kendall here for Renos for Pros and Joes, helping you simplify the renovation and remodeling process. On this channel, we do all things renovation, repair, and real estate. Today, I'm going to be showing you the fastest way to cut through cast iron pipe. Now, if you're in an area of the country where there's lots of older homes, then frequently you're going to run into situations where the cast iron pipe in a home or building has failed. And when that happens, there's really no other option other than to cut it out. Even if you do a repair, often this means that you're going to have to cut out sections or portions of the cast iron drain system or waistline in order to make the repair complete. So one of the things that plumbers and handyman alike always have to fight with is going to be how to cut through the cast iron pipe. And the best way to do this is up for debate. There's three typical ways that people do it. One way is using what's known as a swirl pipe cutter. This is an old method. It's a heavy piece of equipment that you ratchet around the circumference of the pipe, and then you tighten it down, and it scores and breaks the cast iron. This is a great option if you're going to be doing a ton of cast iron cutting, and the majority of it being above ground. This tool probably isn't going to be as effective for you if you're having to do a lot of repairs underneath concrete or in crawl spaces and things like that, or you're having to dig underneath the dirt, because you're going to get the chain mechanism, which is a major portion of the tool. You're going to get it all gumped up with mud and crud and everything like that, and there's better options out there. So if you're going to be cutting the 1001 pipes and you're going to be doing it above ground essentially, and you don't mind lugging the thing around and you don't mind spending the money for a tool that does that, the price is up there. So I'll link that tool in the description. It's not something that I'm going to be showing in today's video. The tools that we're going to talk about today are going to be the main ones that are going to be considered by most contractors, okay? And so the two tools that we're going to be talking about, number one is going to be the angle grinder with a metal cutoff blade. And the second option is going to be a reciprocating saw with a metal blade. So these are our two options. And if you watch the beginning of the video, you know that I have a piece of old, authentic cast iron pipe right here on the scene. So I'm gonna set this up and get everything in place. And then we're gonna do some time trials and see which one of these two options actually cuts through the cast iron better. Go ahead and make your predictions now. My prediction is going to be the reciprocating saw with the cutoff blade. So I'm gonna set everything up, get the camera adjusted, and then we'll go ahead and shoot and do some time trials and see which one of these options actually cuts faster. So stay tuned. All right, guys, let's go. First trial in 3, 2, 1, start. There we go. That was 40 seconds. Okay, guys, let's give this a second try. That's a good time, guys. Let's try it again. Let's do one more time. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, that was 25 seconds. Almost cut my time in half. So it makes a big difference when you put two hands on it. Let's see if we can beat that time. Still the same. It was 25. Same. So 25 seconds is the time to beat with the angle grinder.
All right. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's try this again.
That was like 40, guys. So that's about the same time that you had got initially with the reciprocating saw before I perfected my technique a little bit. So let's see how much lower we can get this time. Time to stop at that time. It was still about 40. I know we did it 3 times on the first one, but I just want to try this one more time. So let's give it one more shot. Okay guys, that's enough with the time trials. I did 3 trials of the reciprocating saw with the metal cutting blade, and I did 4 or 5 trials with the angle grinder with the metal cutoff blade. And you tell me what you think was the better tool. For me, it is the reciprocating saw, and specifically I think it's this type of a blade because I worked with a lot of different blades before, and this one seemed to cut through a lot better. There were some other sticking points and differences between cutting through that cast iron with the reciprocating saw versus cutting through with an angle grinder, as you can see by all my PPE and everything like that. For a full write-up and review and comparison between the angle grinder and the reciprocating saw blades, go to Renovation Pros and Joes and check out the article. It will be in the link in the description box below, along with information on all of the gear and everything that you see here in the video, including the goggles, the mask, the reciprocating saw, the angle grinder, and of course the blades. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.